Hey, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. Couple of movie recommendations, starting off with Plunkett McLean. Set in 18th century England, it has Robert Carlyle and Johnny Lee Miller as two highwaymen. This is their first kind of team up since Trainspotting, and their chemistry hasn't lost its touch. Essentially, Plunkett is kind of a very salt of the earth, old school highwayman, and he realizes that McLean is from a higher up kind of social class, and he knows who to rob and where to rob them. So they kind of join forces and rob from the rich and keep for themselves. To complicate matters, McLean falls in love with Liv Tyler's character, who is the daughter of a lord that's hunting him. Very funny, brilliant script, awesome soundtrack, and yeah, Liv Tyler is gorgeous in this movie, so definitely give it a look. Next up, we have the awesome Ninja Scroll. It's if I'd compare it to something, it's very like Metal Gear Solid, set in Edo era Japan. Essentially, it's about a Ronin who helps a female ninja. Jubai, he's a wanderer. He's a mercenary kind of samurai, and he gets embroiled in this kind of espionage plot to overthrow kind of feudal Japan, which involves demons and monsters. And yeah, I'm wondering, did Hideo Kojima actually get a couple of ideas for the later kind of Metal Gear Solid games from this kind of movie? Because there's like demons that can control electricity. There's one that can control bees. There's one that's made out of solid rock. The animation is pretty cool. It still holds up today. I find a lot of anime, they kind of the style kind of degrades over time, and it loses its impact. But no, Ninja Scroll still holds up. Next up, we have an awesome French movie called Mutants, about a scientist and her husband who hold up in a hospital. It's a hospital in the French countryside. It's a pandemic has unleashed a carnivorous kind of rabies-like virus that makes people into monsters. And Sonia, a doctor whose husband is infected, has to fend off marauders, mutants, care for her unborn child, and eventually face her mutating husband. I was amazed by the scope of this movie because it is very low budget, but it is an awesome movie, and it's very ambitious. If you get a chance, do check it out. It's a wicked kind of French indie horror movie, Mutants. Well worth a look. Next up, Japanese kind of horror action movie, Versus. This one has a kind of badass Yakuza kind of, I don't know, what would you call him, thug, who escapes prison and rendezvous with his gang, only to find out they've taken hostages of this young girl, and he's not cool with that. They're planning on killing her, so he ends up killing one of them, and it happens in a place called the Forest of Resurrection. And when blood is spilled, these dead Yakuza come back to life and try and kill them all. It's an awesome movie. It's not the biggest budget looking flick, and it shows, but there's certainly some nice action, some nice kind of choreography, and some over the top gore, so definitely check out Versus. And last up, we have Eric the Viking. Really funny, kind of cool fantasy movie. It stars Tim Robbins as Eric the Viking, who lives in the Dark Ages and has literally fed up from becoming a Viking. He's not a fan of it. He just everything's boring and everything's annoying, and he's just he has an existential crisis, and he ends up meeting a seer who tells him, look, you and a band of warriors will bring an end to the Dark Ages and bring peace to the land. And it's very like a kind of lost Monty Python movie, or it's very much in the vein of Jabberwocky or Baron von Munchausen or Time Bandits. You can see a lot of similarities from this kind of movie, and it is very Terry Gilliam-esque. I think it was directed by Terry Jones. This cut is actually recut by his son, and it's pretty cool. It's an awesome movie. It's got Eartha Kitt, Mickey Rooney, John Cleese, really cool cast. And as I said, if you like the likes of Time Bandits or Jabberwocky or some of the kind of more bigger, ambitious Python stuff, Eric the Viking is definitely a movie to check out. So, there are my movie suggestions. If you have anything you want me to check out, or anything you want me to review or suggest, leave in the comments below. And yeah, Have a good one. Take care. Bye now.